Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, the first video of 2021 is up, and I'm really sorry the rewind couldn't have been possible, but anyway, we will look forward to it in 2021 at the end of the year. And yes, you know by the title what this video is about, so let's get started. So my tip number one would be, do not use brushes which are meant for watercolors. I mean the brushes which are soft or the natural brushes, because they have the tendency to hold more of water, and hence the application of paints, as in the gouache paints here we are talking about, becomes difficult. Not only that, but synthetic brushes are way smoother in application. I've tried both the kinds of brushes and realized that synthetic gives you better results. Also, that this video is about what I have actually realized from my mistakes I've done in the past and whatever I've learned over time. So yeah, this is one of the learnings. My next tip would be to use paints directly out of your tube rather than using the preset paints on your palette, the dried ones. Now there's a reason why I'm saying this. Now all of us are confused. Maybe they're still confused about what exactly gouache paint is or what exactly watercolor is, or maybe the distinction between them. If you want, I can make a separate video distinguishing between gouache and watercolors, and also if you want acrylics to be included or like poster colors to be included. But anyway, let's move on to the point, which is what exactly happens is there are two primary reasons why you shouldn't be doing that. Number one, that if there are preset colors, there are high chances that you might end up getting muddy colors, and I always emphasize on the fact of avoiding muddy colors. If you want to, then you need to make sure that you do not use the preset dry ones. Second of all, that it often happens that the color you see on your palette will be quite different from the color you actually get on the paper. So you need to make sure that if you are already used to using that, then it's fine, but as a beginner I don't think you would be used to, and that's the reason why I'm saying that avoid using paints in that form. Now this brings us to the third tip, which is to use a swatch card or a paper. Now, as I said in the previous part, that it often happens that the color you see on your palette is different from what it actually comes out on your paper, and obviously you do not want to get something which you don't want or the color which you don't exactly want. Then I would say maintain a swatch card. Maintain as in just have a rough paper so that you can just check the color and then use it on your final painting, so that you don't even waste the paint and you get an idea also. So that would be really great idea to know the saturation and the concentration of the color as well. Gradually you would get used to it. You would get to know what exactly saturation which you are able to see on the palette is, how much different from what you actually get, but initially it will be a task, so better you have a swatch card. Moving on to the tip number 4, that is layering. About layering, do not overlay your gouache too many times. Now, even though your gouache paints are considered to be opaque, they will not end up being opaque all the time, and since they have the tendency to get activated using water, so the layers under the opaque layer would just turn out to be muddy while doing this. Now there's a reason why this happens. Your watercolors are the colors when they are put up on the paper, they do not get reactivated while using water, but gouache do get reactivated on the paper as well. So now while you overlay your paints, it would actually make it patchy. There are chances that it would create muddy colors also, and it would just increase the chances of spoiling your paintings. So better you should avoid that. Now this tip is linked to the previous one since it's painting, and for a fact in painting we cannot avoid layering. It is actually very necessary. But there's a right method to do it. Now what to do when you don't know exactly how to layer up? That is, start with the thin layer and then move on to the thick layer. Now by that I mean you are not aware of exactly how much you need opacity in your painting. So in that case what you can do is start from layering with more of water, and then add less and less of water, and until you reach a point where you think that yeah, this is the correct opacity or the correct concentration or the saturation of color you want, you may stop there. And that's what is the right method as a beginner, I would say. Now moving on to the sixth one, I would always suggest you to use a little bit of water, not much, just a little bit of water while using gouache for the maximum. Even if you want maximum opacity, you should go ahead and use a little bit of water. You would be able to see a clear distinction between the gouache which is without water and which is with water. Also it increases the application, the smoother application of gouache paints. It eases the application and hence making your comfort, like I mean not comfort zone, but then it is easier. And lastly, I would like to say the kind of paper you use matters a lot. Lightweight papers are not meant for gouache. Also, as a beginner, I would say use sheets which are above 250 GSM, that is, they are heavier. Papers remain similar for gouache painting as of that watercolors. But since I've been doing this for quite a while, I know I can work with gouache on a paper of like above 130 and 140 GSM as well. But then if you're not using, you should not do that. And also that no matter how you get good with gouache or any paints like watercolors as well, do not use those printing sheets which are meant for printing purpose, because that is going to definitely destroy it. The outcome is going to be very, very, very bad, filthy. So and as a beginner, the application also gets really smooth. Gouache is all about application, smoother application. So I would highly suggest you to go for it. And there are a couple of tips that remain all same for all the kinds of paintings, be it painting mediums, that be it your oil colors, your watercolors, your acrylics, that is using 2 jars instead of 1, keeping your brushes clean, and there are a lot many. You can check out my other videos to know what all are there, because I keep mentioning different tips in different videos and keeping it precise in different videos, like if there's a topic specific to that. And yes, that's about it for this video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, then don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to this channel. Do let me know what you would like to see next here, and I would meet you in the next one. Till then, goodbye.